Bon dia. Hello. I've decided to do a bit of a travel log to keep myself sane. It's been about a week and a bit since I left Austin. Coming up on 3 weeks since I've left the Catherine, which feels weird, but here I am. I took off from Austin, went to Berlin, landed all safe, managed to get into the Croatia-Spain Euro game, which is great, and then Croatia got thrashed 3-0 in the first half. Had a great time there. Then rumbled around Berlin, went drinking in Kreuzberg and New Köln. We met a Albanian rapper who now owns a couple bars in Berlin. So it was good to hear some of his music. He shared his grandma's raki, so spirits, which was quite nice. And had a really fun time in Berlin. Enjoyed it more than I thought I would. Everything was shut on Sunday though, so did all my shopping Monday morning. When I was leaving the hotel though, I walked out and looked at my phone to figure out if I need to get a taxi, if I need to walk, if I need to get a scooter. And I was sitting there with my phone, and there's this Gore-Tex sales convention on in the hotel, and people are outside having coffees and whatnot. And then I see this guy come out in like head to toe Gore-Tex gear, fluoro, everything. And he just booms some of his colleagues, "Good morning, chunkies," before going out on a run. And that was one of those moments where you look down at yourself and you're like, oh, he's not talking to me. Cool. So went did some shopping, got some new board shorts from Para, which is pretty cool, one of the shops. Overkill, check that out if you're in Berlin. But then went to Berlin Airport. The new one's quite nice, fairly easy check-in process. Got through check-in, got through security, only to find out my flight got cancelled, which was a bit of a shock after you get through security and everything. But then got notified, hey, been rebooked for another flight that gets me to Barcelona, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes later. So all is not lost. I get to Vienna though and go to check in board for my next flight. The lady goes, "Oh yeah, there's a problem with your ticket." And I'm like, "Well, okay, what? This could have rebooked." She goes, "How many bags did you check?" And I said 2, and she goes, "Oh, we've got 3 listed." I'm like, "Okay, great. No, just 2." So get on the flight to Barcelona, land in Barcelona at the luggage pickup, and my second bag with all my clothes in it doesn't come out. And I go to the counter, and there's a queue of like 60 people there, and they're like, "Hey, if you're on, one of these airlines, don't bother talking to us. Just go sort it out online." So be aware of that. And found out they left my bag in Berlin. Not all was lost though. Filed the paperwork, got it delivered to the hotel 2 days later. So quite happy with that. I didn't have an AirTag in it, and some friends were just going, why wouldn't you have an AirTag in it? You got an AirTag and a bunch of other stuff. Why have you got an AirTag there? And to be honest with you, my clothes bag, didn't really think too much of it. We'll probably go get one though. But I will point out that because it didn't actually get on the plane, I'm not sure the attendant could have done anything about it. Done anything to help the bag get on the plane. It would have just left me with dread for the whole flight. So, hey, sometimes an AirTag can help, sometimes it can't. I have heard stories from friends since that they have had their bags left on the tarmac at airports, left in the sorting halls. So an AirTag doesn't always get you the whole way there. Now, there are tools online to help you track bags, so go check that out, particularly with Star Alliance. They have one website that tracks all your tags, so you can go check that one out. And also be aware of local regulations. So the EU does have compensation available for you. Just be mindful of that, right? Anyway, made it to Castelldefels. It's nice and sunny here. It's a seaside holiday retiree kind of destination. I'm at the end of what feels like a 10 to 15 kilometer boardwalk that goes up that way. It's about an hour southwest of Barcelona. It's a bit more quiet. I have been sitting by the beach most of the time, reading. Been reading Rick Rubin's book, The Creative act, a way of being. I don't consider myself much of an artist, but I thought this book would be curious. He does address that in the first kind of chapter, though, which is basically saying everyone is an artist in some way. The way you express yourself represents that as well. Worth reading. It's probably a bit more philosophical than probably I expected, but here we are. Haven't eaten a bunch of good food though. Lots of fish, lots of good veggies. Makes me wonder what they do to the food in America whenever you come to Europe. So eat organic where you can. If you live in the US, if you live in Australia or other Europe, I think you're pretty much fine. It's been really good to get a bunch of good food in here. Been also fun to watch the Euros in the same time zone, having something on from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. every day, full of sport is good to see now that the NBA finals are over. I am heading up to Barcelona in a few days. I might go check out the Grand Prix over the weekend here. Still umming and ahhing on that. Catalonia is not my favorite circuit, but could be good to check out. From there, I'll be going Barcelona, Valencia, and Seville, and then figuring out what comes next. But yeah, this is, I guess, the first travelogue, hopefully, of many. Let me know if you do have any things you want to hear about or tips or anything like that. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.